Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about Arsenal because we beat Brighton 4-2 and honestly I couldn't be happier right now. We are top of the league, 7 points above Man City. That to me is massive. Man City have got Haaland, have got so many amazing players. I think Haaland's I won't say he's unstoppable. I think he's incredible. He's a joy to watch. But, I think that so far I'm delighted with how things are going. We still got to play Man City. We've got a few tough games coming up. Newcastle are playing on Tuesday, and I've got to say, Newcastle this season have done amazingly. To be where they are is just incredible. So it's going to be a tough game. We've got a lot of tough games coming up, actually. So I think, it's looking good for Arsenal. I think that we are contenders for the league because I think the position we're in now after Christmas as well, we've stepped up. And even though Jesus is out, I was a bit worried. I was hoping that Eddie would step up, hoping that the players around him would produce like score lots of goals, and that's what they've done. So it's all good. Eddie has scored 2 goals in the 2 games he's played, and he has stepped up. He's done what he needs to do, score goals. I'm really happy that a lot of our players scored yesterday because it wasn't just one individual player that we were relying on. It came from everywhere. And I'm going to start off with our goal scorers, the goals, and what I'm happy about. Now, we started off early scoring. Bukayo Saka, I love him. First minute, I think he scored. It was so early on, and I think that finish was great. He was in the right place at the right time, and yeah, happy for our star boy to start off good for us. We're doing so much on the ball, trying to score goals, and we defended well, but we were very lucky at that point to get away with it. But then Martin Odegaard scores the goal at the right time, and it was an absolute banger. It was a fantastic goal, and he deserved a goal for his amazing performance. And I think Odegaard has really stepped up, and it shows you his captain quality, like captain material, because um, not only does he score goals, he assists goals. He's just like a playmaker. He's like Mesut Ozil, like when he first came. So Martin Odegaard is fantastic for Arsenal, and then obviously half time came, the second half came. I felt like we did make a few mistakes. I know Saliba made a mistake with one of the Brighton goals, and I think as though he mistimed it and slipped. And I feel like mistakes happen. I think that Saliba's very young and learning. He's been amazing for us so far, so I don't expect him to be perfect, and players will make mistakes. So I didn't. I was like, as long as we keep scoring, we're all good. So they did have a few chances, and we got punished for our chances. So that was probably a lesson for us to learn that we can't afford to make those sort of mistakes. I know when we play City, we cannot afford to make them mistakes, and because they will punish us. Um, so I think that we sort of because we scored a lot of goals, we could get away with it, but I do think that it could have cost us in another game. But because we scored a lot of goals, we got away with it. I think it was quite nervy towards the end, but as I said, Rob Holding came on, and when Rob Holding comes on, we're all good. So I do think it was a good performance. I think it was great. We scored a lot of goals. I think Odegaard's pass to Martinelli was I've not seen a better pass this season. I don't think it was just out of this world. It's hard to describe. It was just so incredible. Um, and I just think the football we're playing, I'm sat at home. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, and it's not been like that for the past few years. I think Arteta, I'm not going to get carried away by what I'm going to say, but I feel like he's transformed the club. The fans are so behind him. I'm watching TV at home and I can hear how passionate the Arsenal fans are. They've got songs for like Saliba, Zinchenko, Arteta. Like you can see how behind the fans are. Like we believe that we can win the league. I believe we can win the league. I've seen enough to know now that we are doing good and we've been keeping this up. We've only lost one game this season, drawn one. Like for me, that is really good, and I'm just really proud of this team. I think that there's a player I do want to give a lot of credit to. I think like Ben White has to be one of our most underrated players. I think when he went off, that's when you realised how important he is because I think that Tierney and Tomiyasu probably came on a bit soon. I think that is when the game changed. I think that it seemed like they struggled to adapt to what was happening when we conceded the goals, and Ben White has been in the team week in, week out. So these players, Tomiyasu and Tierney, they're getting used to things again. But I love the rotation we have. I love the options on the bench we can bring on, and I'm just really happy with how things are. For me, I'm taking it a game at a time, not getting carried away. I would love us to win the league. I believe we can, but we still got to play Man City twice. We've still got to play Newcastle. There's so many difficult games coming up, and we've got the North London derby soon. So I think be optimistic, be hopeful, and I believe we can do it. But I'm not getting too far ahead. But I think as an Arsenal fan, all we've wanted is to watch something and believe we can trust what we're seeing, like trust the process. Because back when Arteta came, it was really difficult with Villarreal. It was with the Aubameyang, everything about that was it was just really bad and toxic. So I think Arteta's turned this club around massively. So Arteta deserves a lot of praise from me. I'm so happy with how our club is right now. I love their togetherness. I love everything about it. So I'm all happy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.